Oh, hello, 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 hello. I'm just trying to run out time until I think of something to say. Welcome to
Seems
our,
legit.
That's right. Welcome to our hypothetical talk
Radio
show.
show.
Yeah, that's what we're going to call it.
This sounds like the radio.
This is what I imagine the radio would sound like
The radio does sound like this.
if I was on it.
Correct.
So if I was on the radio, this is what the radio would sound like with my voice.
And the radio waves rolling through the atmosphere.
With my voice. That's the most essential part is my voice on it. You know, people always ask me, Mona, when did you know that you wanted to talk and listen to yourself? And I said, as soon as I heard my voice. And I know for some people they think, well, as soon as someone else says, hey, you have a good radio voice, and then they think, wow, I can be on the radio. But me, I took the initiative to hear my own voice.
And that was the trigger.
Well, I wouldn't call it trigger. When you say it like that, you make it sound like it's a bad thing. And I think we can both agree that.
Well, I didn't mean it like that.
Well, it could be misconstrued that way. Is that
potato?
It's not tomato. I mean, I do have one of the most iconic. I'm basically like Bill Curtis or Morgan Freeman, but except that
you have a great voice. I'll give you that.
I do. Except no one's ever heard of me.
Oh, okay.
And that's fine because I haven't put myself out there to make.
But it sounds good. It sounds like the radio,
man.
It
sounds exactly like the radio. I've always said if I was going to listen to a radio show, it would have to sound like me. Because I think,
that's deep. That's deep.
Exactly. And that's what I wanted to be. I wanted it to be deeper than the Grand Canyon, wider than a whore on Christmas. I wanted people to be able to interact with my voice with the same amount of love that I have for it.
Well, that's interesting.
So how did you first feel when you heard my voice?
You have a magical voice. One that transcends all beauty.
Okay, so why are you constantly telling me to shut the fuck up?
Well, that's a whole other story.
That's a different radio show.
Exactly. It's for another time.
That's for a different time. And we're not going to talk about that time. Because, I do have a tendency...
To ramble?
No! What made you say that?
Well, and by ramble, I mean that in a good way.
Ramble on.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
don't mean it like Led Zeppelin.
I mean exactly like Led Zeppelin.
No,
in the good way.
No, you didn't.
In the good way.
You know what? Since I've been loving you, okay, I'm about to lose.
Well, the song remains the same.
The song doesn't remain the same because you think that I ramble. You know who rambles? Other people on the radio. You know who doesn't ramble?
They do ramble.
Me.
But you have to ramble on the radio, and I figured that out. Because I'm not a talker, but if I was gonna be on the radio, I'd have to learn how to ramble and just talk about nothing and keep talking, and then that's what they do on the radio, and that's what announcers do, like sports announcers.